I'll be unfair to God and man if I blame Tinubu for Nigeria's economic hardship. Bros, Oga Sanusi, if you know say you want talk, no go where for year. No even talker. You lose in detail, please. Former Emir of Kano, Mohammed Sanusi, said it would be unfair for him to criticize President Bola Tinubu over the country's economic hardship. Sanusi, a former governor of the Central Bank of Nigeria, CBN, speaking during a virtual religious event on Sunday, said Nigerians who expected him to speak about the economic hardship deliberately wanted him to oppose the president. He explained that he had to deviate from the religious theme of the event to remind Nigerians about his stance on the badly managed economic policies of the immediate past administration of Muhammadu Buhari. He said the Buhari administration ignored his advice on how to take Nigeria out of its economic woes. Sanusi said economics with a fair sense of reasoning know the current administration has made the right decision for subsidy removal to save Nigeria from the bondage of debt dug by the past administration. I have been over the years talking about the pending crisis ahead of economic hardship. Any economist who has studied monetary policy in the last 8 years knows that Nigerians will fall into this difficult situation. The difficult situation Nigerians are facing is just the beginning. If the right decision is not put in place, because Nigeria is not exceptional, such situations happen in Germany, in Zimbabwe, in Uganda, and Venezuela. The previous administration turned adamant about our appeal for corrective measures on the economic policy. I have said in the presence of the now sitting president in Kaduna State, any politician who tells you that things will be easy, do not vote for him because he's lying. People merely dismiss my adversary as a political statement. If I am fair and just to President Bola Tinubu, he is not to blame for the current hardship for 8 years. We were living on a fake lifestyle with a huge debt from the foreign and domestic debt. Lifestyle with a huge debt. If I am fair and just to President Bola Tinubu, he is not to be blamed for the current hardship. For 8 years, we were living on a fake lifestyle with huge debt from foreign and domestic debt. The Central Bank of Nigeria owes over 30 trillion naira, which resulted in debt service surpassing 100%. I cannot join other Nigerians criticizing Tinubu on the current economic hardship, and I am not saying he's a cent free from wrongdoing. But in this current economic situation, President Tinubu is not to be blamed. I will also speak if I see any wrong economic policy of the Tinubu administration in the future. It is injustice for anyone to blame the Tinubu administration for the current economic hardship because there is no other alternative than the removal of the fuel subsidy. After all, Nigeria cannot even afford to pay the subsidy. In the last 8 years, the central bank continues to print more money and the naira continues to depreciate. This is too much naira. There was too much naira in the circulation because the CBN is printing currency without restraint. The economy was poorly managed and they're not willing to take advice. In the last 8 years, apart from sycophancy, nothing has been done. Those sycophants are those buying the dollar at the rate of 400 and selling it at the rate of 600 to 700. The boy who has no record of service has a private jet and owns houses in Dubai and England just because he's buying dollar at so and so rate and selling them, Mr. Sanusi said. He said everything in Nigeria in the last 8 years is done on debt, lamenting that no country will survive in that economic policy. I can only plead with the people to endure hardship and those who have the means to help. The downtrodden should do also. Imagine. You have said it all, sir. Many of us who are not privy to some government vital information would totally blame this present Tinubu government. These problems we are having today started since 1999, even when the former CSO to late Sani Abacha, Hamza Mustafa, gave same advice. Nobody listened. I pray to God to see us through this mess. Yes, good talk, my guys. Try and understand this man. He's talking from experience. Please don't embarrass him. See, let me just say it. In as much with That's a story of, oh, it did not start with them. It started with, 1999 or whatever. That's bullshit to me. That is BS. Because let me remind us that this government will claim that they are working, but we are not saying they work. What you are saying is your extravagant lifestyle. Extravagant. What they use private jet they do when they say hunger they land? Are you building refineries all around the country? Are you building refineries across the country so that at least the only thing that is working now that you're exporting, which is oil, can be properly exported as different components? You know when you get to sell crude oil, you get to sell it as fuel, you get to sell it as gas, you get to sell it as diesel. Do you know the amount of money you get to sell? Then while that is done, we can now focus on agriculture. We can now say, okay, make we start with the focus, make we invest so much in agriculture and start exporting our cocoa. They have been exporting this thing, but the money they enter government, as in, they enter people pockets. Coming out to tell us that it is not. It's Tinubu that put Buhari there. Buhari came and dealt everything. He was paying the subsidy. Why Buhari? Why they no do this thing? Tell Buhari make him remove subsidy. Buhari know the heat when go bring. Then make you remove her. For what? Are you supposed to be there and you are chickening out whenever you want to make tough decisions? Had it been say Buhari remove, our own is not even just a removal. You don't put in place. As you know, say you want to remove first subsidy. Your brain supposed to tell you say you're supposed to do something where be say go cushion the effects. Right? And then why you can't use our money they buy SUVs for people? Not that these people are hungry. Nothing. They had cars. You use our money buy tier rubber SUVs for them. Buy Corolla for them, as they say they want a car that goes. Even that is not even supposed to be our priority. These people are going to be receiving salary. They like me and collect loan, use and they buy car. Concern anybody. And Sanusi is telling us we should. No, I refuse to agree with him. On. It's on this one. I no agree. I no do waiting. I no agree. I no agree at all. Sanusi knows that Nigeria will fall into this difficult situation, meaning God wants Pharaoh. We're not talking about God here. You have spoken well. The only thing you didn't mention is that there is solution. Exactly. And you're saying people should endure. By only there is solution, but the government is not taking it. The government wants the people to be under their feet so that they can crush them. And during election, they're now going to bring what is going to revive you for just a few more minutes, and then they keep crushing you. Alright, on this note, you have come to the end of the news. We say thank you for tuning in to listen until I come here next time. Enjoy the rest of your day.